Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Tom Spark. Welcome back to another video. Today we're talking about something more serious, something that's going on in the world that is very concerning. And this is the protests in Iran. Now this is a pretty serious subject. It is a human rights kind of violation right now. Basically what happened is that a YouTuber called Mahsa Amini, if I'm pronouncing that right, was killed due to protesting. And pretty much since that happened, the officials in Iran have pretty much tried to cover that up, say she fell from a roof or she had a stroke. I can't even really find out the official story that's going on in Iran about how this woman died. And even now it says there's still some kind of investigation ongoing to what happened to her. But suffice to say, there's been huge protests in Iran ever since this for women's rights, and it's a pretty serious issue. Apparently, even at the funeral itself, more than 50 security officials were there to make sure that no one filmed anything or made a protest at the funeral, which is disgusting. According to reports, the officials removed all photos and messages of condolences from the wall of her home the following day. Now protests are sweeping the country, chanting slogans, and women are on strike overall, defying what is a very bloody crackdown. This is what the YouTuber looks like. Now I'm not going to show this video because it's entirely gruesome and very disturbing, but some sources claim that from these protests, over 400 people have died, which is really sad. And people want to get the word out about it. So they're turning to VPNs. According to some research out there, VPN usage in Iran is skyrocketing right now because there is so much censorship going on. The officials are trying to limit what people are hearing about it, and even most of the news sites aren't covering how many people are really dying there due to these protests and how bad it really is. Apparently, the censorship will start in terms of a curfew style. Network disruptions are happening every day. WhatsApp, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and a lot of other platforms are banned. So if you're in Iran watching this video, you might be using a VPN already. Now, Iranians are flocking to VPNs, trying to unblock access to some of these ways to spread information about the disturbances and how crazy things are there right now. Human rights violations, needless violence, people are getting killed, all just because they want to protest. There's a very strict dress code, and protests have been going on about that. Apparently, people are getting injured from just wearing the hijab too loosely. This article says 154 people have died, whereas other source said 400, and the government has only reported 41 deaths. It's very apparent they're trying to crack down and hamper communication as well as knowledge about what is going on. Now, one of the ways I think is pretty successful right now, from sources I've heard, ironically, is one of my favorite VPNs on the channel. TorGuard has a lot of obfuscation and different tricks you can try to unblock internet content behind strict firewalls. Take, for example, TorGuard has OpenVPN. You could try playing with the various ports. SHA-256 obfuscated TCP would be a good start. You can also go into the settings. Make sure the network settings has the DNS to pushed DNS. Also, you could try out a stealth proxy that could get you success in bypassing restrictions. So if we save that and go back here, make sure it's saved. There we go. There we go. And so we could go back here and make sure this looks good and pick a server that is a stealth server as well. Some of these might work to unblock restrictions, which is something you can try, as well as some of these ones under the filter obfuscated TCP. So this is also something that you can try. Now, I've heard that some people are trying to use Tor due to mixed results being too slow and stuff like that. So if you're looking to try a VPN, TorGuard might be a good option. You might just need to play around with some of the settings first, like I showed you, to see what kind of results you can get. Trying the stealth proxy on mobile as well. Play around with some of the settings, try the different configurations offered, different settings, and you might find some success. Like I said, some of these ports might be able to bypass some of these firewalls. So guys, I just wanted to make a video updating you on what the hell is going on in Iran right now. It's pretty sad to see human rights violations at this big of a scale just because women are protesting to advance their own rights in the country. So thanks for checking this one out, and I'll see you again very soon.